So this story happened just a few weeks ago. So my family and I are going to have dinner at my aunt, uncle, and my cousin's house. Now they live in Carson City, kind of on the edge of the hills a little bit, in a neighborhood, but I guess kind of out of the city, just a little bit. So we're pulling up. It's dark, and they have a long kind of meandering driveway, and we get down to the end of the driveway, and the garage door is wide open, and right at the front of the garage, as we come around the corner, is a bear, a big black bear, right in front of our car. And instead of running into the forest or just somewhere to hide, the bear decides to beeline it directly into the garage. And this garage is almost the size of the rest of their house. It is a 2-car garage with a side room that has refrigerators and just a bunch of storage space. It's a big garage. It's all sorts of places for this bear to hide, hang out, take a nap. And while this bear runs deep into the garage, and we're all kind of in shock, like, oh crap, like, how are we gonna go about this? Like, my mom's trying to keep nobody get out of the car. There are windows that look out into the driveway from the house. We can see the whole family sitting inside. They see us pull up. So, of course, everybody comes running out from the garage, like everybody coming out the door. Granted, they have 2, like, little kids, like, under 6 years old. And so the 2 little kids come running out of the garage. And we go windows down, and we're like, stop, there's a bear in the garage. Sure enough, little guy turns, sees him out of the corner of his eye, and just gives out the biggest scream. And just hauls right back into the house. And so everybody's okay, but then it's the whole dilemma of having to sit around and figure out, it's like, well, how are we going to get this bear out of the garage? You know, he's scared. Little kids are scared. Nobody wants to get out and go poke it with a stick to get this thing out. And so then ensues, this ends up being a 2-hour waiting game of trying to get this bear out of my aunt and uncle's garage. And so what we ultimately ended up doing was my dad and my uncle and I go around to the side of the house. Had to get a flashlight to kind of spook it out through a window. We could see it in the back storage room. Spook it out and try to get it from going deeper into the 2-car garage. So just kind of a funny recent story that happened to me, which is really ultimately just a cluster bleep, but interesting story.